境地クリアマインドやるのかユーセイ。レベル8シンクロモンスタースターダストドラゴンにレベル2シンクロチューナーフォーミュラーシンクロをチューニング。強いし夢の結晶が新たな進化の扉を開く。光さす道となれ。アクセルシンクロ消えた。将来せよシューティングスタードラゴン。
Alright guys, welcome in. So as you all know, the Synchro event is starting tonight if you're watching it today. If you've watched it after it's already started, that's okay. I was wanting to get this video out sooner, but I was sick. My daughter's been sick for the last couple days, so I haven't been sleeping. And I haven't been recording because every time I start to record when she falls asleep, she ends up waking up. So here is the Synchro event. It's all Synchro extra decks. They do have some pretty decent loner decks. Just take a look. The Speedroid version is actually not that bad. The Fleur version is okay. And the Miracles of Convergence, which is the Majestic Star Dragon, is okay as well. But what we're going to look at is at 3 Synchro decks that I've created based around the Synchrons and Speedroid as well. That you could take a look at. There's also a Stardust version. So take a look, guys, and hopefully you guys find something that you want to play. Okay, so this first deck, let's talk about the Synchrons. Synchrons is my main deck, but it's pretty fun, and you're going to get a lot of negates out of this on the field. It's a little bit updated version from my deck video earlier, but let's take a look here. So you use 1 Jet Synchron, 1 Synchron Resonator, 1 Cyberburst Synchron, 1 Fleur Synchron, I believe 3 Doppel Warriors, 1 Max C, 2 Caligula Claw Crow, Synchron Carrier, 3 Junk Converters, 1 Necro Synchron, 3 Junk Synchrons, 1 Fire Ant Acitor, 3 Ash Blossoms, 1 Junk Servant, 3 Acitor Dawnwalkers, Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, Monster Reborn, Reinforcement of the Army, 3 Tunings, a Lightning Storm, Twin Twisters, 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Shadow Impulse, 1 Solemn Judgment, and 1 Solemn Strike. So that's the main deck. Let's take a look at the extra deck. Formula Synchron, Celestial Double Star Shaman, Martial Metal Marcher, TG Hyper Librarian, Excel Synchron, Junk Speeder, Stardust Charge Warrior, Clear Ring Synchro Dragon, Chevalier de Fleur, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Chaos Roller the Chaotic Magical Dragon, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, Satellite Warrior, Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, and Baron de Fleur. So that's the Synchron deck. Basically, you're going to want to get TG Hyper Librarian out and Junk Speeder out. Use Junk Speeder's ability to get more Synchrons on the field. Synchro off from there while you're drawing cards to help you out. Hopefully you draw into something like Caligula Claw Crow or Doppel Warrior or something you can get out onto the field. Even something like Acitor Dawnwalker. Using his ability, he could discard a card, call himself and the Fire Ant onto the field to Synchro again. Because as you're Synchroing with TG Hyper Librarian on the field, you draw cards. And then you want to get into your boss monsters, which are Baron de Fleur, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, because he's a negate, and Crystal Clearwing Synchro. Then you'd have 3 negates on the field. And then you can, next turn, if you don't win that turn, you can go into Satellite Warrior to destroy, or even Crystal Clearwing to help out. But that's the point of this deck, is just basically get your negates on the field, negate your opponent's turn, and swing for game the next turn. let's take a look at another deck. Okay, let's take a look at a Stardust version of Synchron. So I just call it Stardust Synchro. Again, Jet Synchron at 1. Cyberverse Synchron. Omni Dragon Brotar is good because, he's good synchro material. Converging Will's Dragon is good because he becomes a Majestic Dragon. When he's on the field, and using Majestic Dragon gives you one of your boss monsters. Fleur Synchron. 3 Doppel Warriors. Synchron Carrier. 3 Junk Converters. 3 Junk Synchrons. Fire Ant Asator. 3 Ash Blossoms. 2 Stardust Synchrons. A Stardust Trail. 3 Asator Dawnwalkers. Raigeki. Harpy's Feather Duster. Monster Reborn. Reinforcements of the Army. 3 Tuning. Stardust Illumination at 1. Synchro Overtake at 2. Arrive in Light at 1. Called by the Grave at 2. Solemn Judgment. And Solemn Strike. So you could take out the Solemns and put in the Caligula Crowclaw if you're having problems getting your extenders onto the field. But then looking at the extra deck, Celestial Double Star Shaman, Martial Metal Marcher, TG Hyper Librarian, XL Synchron, Junk Speeder, Stardust Charge Warrior, Stardust Dragon, Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, Chaos Roller the Chaotic Magical Dragon, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, Stellar Wind Wolfrate, Baron de Fleur, and Shooting Star Majestic Dragon, and Shooting Quasar Dragon, and Cosmic Blazar Dragon. So basically, your boss monsters are basically Stellar Wolf, Baron de Fleur, Shooting Majestic, Shooting Quasar, and Cosmic Blazar. Again, it's very similar to the Synchron deck, and just instead of some of the other Synchrons you're using, or your other extra deck monsters, you're using Stardust-based monsters instead. But you want to get Shooting Majestic, at least Shooting Majestic and or Baron de Fleur on the field. Crystal Clearwing, again, is your effect, your monster effect negate. Baron de Fleur is an Omni negate. Shooting Majestic's an Omni negate. Shooting Quasar is a great negate. And you have another Omni negate in Cosmic Blazar. So again, you want to go into TG Hyper Librarian, Junk Speeder, and then just go through your Synchro chain till you get to your boss monsters, and then negate your opponent's turn, everything your opponent does on their turn, and then you can, from there, swing for game in turn 3 if you go first. If you go second, it's a little bit harder because they have their negate set up, but it's still pretty fun. So yeah, there's that deck. Let's check out the last one. Okay, this last deck I'm going to show you is a new one based off the new pack that we got. We got a lot of Speedroid support with some Clearwing and Crystal Clearwing support. So let's go through it. It's the Speedroids. So Speedroid Red-Eyed Dice, Maxi, Speedroid Marble Machine at 2, Speedroid Terratop, Speedroid Takatomborg at 3, Speedroid Den Den Daiko Duke at 2, Ash Blossom at 3, Speedroid Car Turbo at 3, Speedroid Ultra Hound also at 3, Speedroid Double Yo-Yo again at 3, Speedroid Horse Stilts at 2, Speedroid Fuki Madoshi Piper at 2, and that's your monster list. And then you go Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, Monster Reborn, Speed Recovery at 3, Lightning Storm, Speedroid Scratch at 2, Called by the Grave, Speedroid Wheel, Solemn Judgment, and Solemn Strike. And that's the main deck. Again, this is very combo centric. You got to practice the combos, get familiar with them, get familiar what to draw and when. And so I would practice with this one before taking it into the event. For the extra deck, Martial Metal Marcher, High Speedroid Cork Shooter, High Speedroid Puzzle, High Speedroid Hygoida, High Speedroid Kendama, Stardust Charge Warrior, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, Wind Pegasus at Ignister, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, High Speedroid Kite Drake, Stellar Wind Wolfrate, Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, Baron de Fleur, High Speedroid Clearwing Rider, and Clearwing Fast Dragon. So that's the extra deck as well. You could take the Clearwing Fast Dragon out if you really want and put in something like Shooting Quasar Dragon or Cosmic Blazer Dragon. They work really well in here. They're both wind-based synchros that are good for keeping your field. You could put in Stardust Dragon and things like that. You could substitute pieces here and there, but we try to keep it the Speedroid and Clearwing monsters for this kind of like a theme deck. But it's also still very consistent in its own. So that's the 3 decks I wanted to go over for the Synchro event. So you guys have fun with the Synchro event, and you guys take care. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate all the support on this video. You guys just like and subscribe. Also check out my other content. I have more Master Duel content in my channel, and also check out the Teppen content as well. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. Leave some comments, like, and subscribe. Have a good one.